Hey, Dave Knight here from 123daytrade.com. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. It's been a while as I've been in front of my screen looking at the crude oil futures market, and the stop placement will give me at least 50 ticks right now. Uh, Took advantage on a Friday the 13th, being patient, waited for the 9 o'clock open, 8 o'clock Central Time. I was able to get in at, looks like right there at 3333. So right at the 8 o'clock open on the CST mark. A 3P target, by the way, if it does run today, is 169, 170 ticks to 3163. The next down target, if it runs it, is 3220, which it got pretty close to it here, but did not go to it. I think it was, oh, wait a minute, where was it? 32, yeah, 3220. So we rebounded off of this mark right here so far. Then you have a 3P target at 3163 above the pivot point. You know, some things never change in life in some ways, and being a good short side trader in a bad market or down market, wherever you want to call it, um, just some of those things that I'll continually to be good at. So as you can see, I'm protecting pretty much right here at the 1P target right now. After this last retracement right here, what I did is just basically looked at where this lowest low was right here and went, originally I was 10 ticks above it, and as we've come down through here, I've moved closer and closer to my target. Now I'm physically will take out at least 50 ticks on the trade right now. The tendency of the market to sell off on a Friday still continues to hold. You just have to protect. Now, when we reached R1 right here, I went and protected break even right at that area. Just so you know, I had a 23 tick stop, which is a 1/2 hour. So at the opening of the trade, I entered a 170, which would be a 3P target versus a 1/2 hour stop. A full hour stop today would have been 46 ticks. That'd have been one trade and out. And you know I won't do that. But I am going to hold to one trade for the foreseeable future. I'm actually, I think, a better trader when I have a job than when I don't have a job. So the plan is to keep a job that can free my mornings up and work the afternoons. And I've been able to pretty much do that at H&R Block because most of my employees that I have working with and for me enjoy working the mornings, and well, it is what it is, and it's, I've been watching the markets for a while on my own time. Crude oil market is the market that I understand the most and the best. I guess if I knew how to trade other markets, I would open up into that. But there's still plenty of opportunity in the crude oil market to make a living, especially in a market that is actually in a quote unquote trending. Now, as we look at, let me pull over the 1 hour chart here. And this is what the market looks on a 1 hour basis. You see this break from March 6th. We haven't obviously filled that gap. Will we fill this gap? Someday we will. If we look at the dailies going up to the highest level that I look at as a day trader, see this big gap in the day chart, right? This is what the crude oil market looks like. It's what a lot of markets look like right now with a big gap. This is a 24-hour market with a big gap, right? So this is Friday into Sunday's open into Monday. And all week it tried. The closest it got was on what, Wednesday? Right here. And that's the closest it's been able to get back up to try to fill this gap. Will it fill the gap? Definitely. At some point in the future, this gap will get filled. But this is all coronavirus, right? What's become the pandemic they're talking about now. And being a volatility trader, it's hard for me to ignore markets that I know that I'm good at. So anyway, I thought I'd show you what the markets looks like today. My overall trading strategy is just to allow the market to take me out. Right now, as a bottom target, I'm looking at handy dandy spreadsheet, right? Well, blast from the past. Some things never change, right? Looking at the GAN number right there, 2993, 3022, 3049. Those are targets that I believe if the market wants to go, can go to today, even if it does take me out. These are still markets that the market could run to. If you're looking at the highs of the day, which at time of trade was 33.33. I know I got higher than that in this session. We got to let's go here. I think it was 30.80. What is it? 33.87. So let's put that top target in to our spreadsheet. A 12p down move based upon this spreadsheet today could move the market down to 27.07. Will that happen? Your guess is as good as mine. But the 6p move to 30.47 certainly. Let's see where I've got, where am I hanging out right now? There's your settlement from the previous day, 31.50. So I'm hanging out here at 30.99 right now. In fact, we'll just call it 31.01. It's where, yeah, it's where I'm hanging out. All right, so let's pause this and we'll be back a little bit later. Let me center. I'll talk about the closing of the trade later today. Bye for now. All right, so let's wrap this up. Got knocked out right there. 32.83. Market obviously not reacting. Well, it's going to do what it's going to do. That's bottom line. You just do the best you can inside a trade. I was able to pull out 52 ticks on the trade today. It's good enough. Obviously could be a lot better. But I got pretty close to a 1p profit target on the trade. So I was risking 23 today to start with and was able to pull out 52, very close to a 1p. So 1p versus 1/2 R. Not a bad way to start. Obviously, I thought there could be a lot more of a downfall, but I really expected the downfall to come a lot earlier. In fact, here's the movement prior. This is where I expected the downfall to happen, right as the market came. What can happen? I'll get my screen draw tool. Obviously, you see the movement down, right? And then you see this movement, and then it come to retest. And right now, it's kind of playing right in this area. So it's trying to do this, going back above that R1 line. And go back up. So they're trying to put that bottom in, right? So what could happen, though, is obviously it could do this. But that's also the big question mark. It's easier to go down than up. So my bet would be going this way. If I had a trailer, I'd have it sitting up here at the entry point and see if it could hold. All right, that's going to do it for me today. Let me get rid of the screen draw tool. That's how I would have approached this trade with a trailer. We'll talk to you on another day. This is Dave Knight here from 123 Day Trade. Today was Friday, March 13th, Friday the 13th, 2020. Talk to you later. Bye for now.